Welcome to Streaming Without a Paddle, your weekly What's Streaming review podcast. This week, Andrew and Ted welcome a guest to the show, as country music artist Paige Nichols picks up the third mic. In this episode, the three of them will discuss what they thought about the Kate Hudson starring Netflix 8-episode original situational comedy series entitled Running Point. The only question left now is this series nothing but net, or is Netflix throwing bricks? The whistle is about to blow. It's time for tip-off, so let's go into studio where all the action is.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.
And today we have a guest with us. Ted, I'll let you take this away.
We have brought my lovely wife, Paige, in to give her thoughts on the show Running Point.
So excited. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, glad to have you here. Running Point, that is a Kate Hudson vehicle on Netflix. It's a series, 8 episodes. They run about 30 minutes apiece, standard sitcom kind of thing, and that's what it's supposed to be as a sitcom. It, besides starring Kate Hudson, it's got Brenda Song, Chet Hanks,
the rapper's son of Tom and Rita.
Yeah, Drew Tarver, Max Greenfield, he's in and out, Scott MacArthur, more of a regular, and I'm going to throw this name out, well, Justin Trudeau. He's a pivotal character, but he's not on.
Yeah, he's not on that often.
All that much, but neither is this guy, Toby Sandman. So I hope I'm saying that right because he deserves it, as far as I'm concerned. So, anyway, there we go. Ted, you want to take it away as to what this is?
Yeah, this is basically kind of about the whole, it's like a Lakers sort of made-up Lakers team called the Waves, and Kate Hudson is the daughter of a Jerry Buss type person that was a wild, drinking, yelling, sort of guy that won a bunch of championships, and her brother has a drug problem, Justin Thoreau, and he gets caught smoking crack and doing coke and has to go to rehab, so he gives her, lets her take over as president of the team, and she has a couple brothers, and they're one of them's kind of a screw up, and but he's okay, and the other one runs the financial end of it, and then another half-brother that they didn't know about, but you meet in episode 1, and that is Fabrizio Guido, and he is the love child of the father and the housekeeper. That's about right?
Yeah.
Oh, Chet Hanks is their star, Chet Hanks is their up-and-coming star player, and Toby Sanderman is their wily veteran star player.
Ted went the long way around the mountain. I'm going right over the top.
Okay.
This is a sitcom version of Moneyball. And if I was Brad Pitt, and I know he would never say anything bad about it, I would be upset.
I feel like this is the American version of Ted Lasso.
That's where I had gone with it. It reminded me so much of a bad imitation of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Chet Hanks is Jamie Tart. I mean, Toby Sanderman is Roy Kent. She's clearly Lady Boss.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Ted Lasso. But besides that, it's that show.
Yeah, I can see that too. Now, I immediately kind of went to Moneyball, and she's taking over as owner, and she's trying to rebuild a failing team, and Toby Sanderman. I hope I'm saying that right. He's kind of the who was that? Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
In Moneyball.
No, in Moneyball, it was the guy that used to play for the
Yankees.
He played for the Yankees, the Braves. David Justice.
David Justice. That's right.
He is the David Justice.
And yeah, he's older. They looking to him for leadership, and as the series began, he's just to himself, and he's doing that, and Chet Hanks, he kind of was the, I'm not a baseball guy. So
Jason Giambi's brother?
Yeah, Jason Giambi's brother kind of.
You're a huge baseball person.
Character. So, I just kind of equated it to that, where she's taking this seriously, trying to build this team to prove her worth, just like Brad Pitt's character in Moneyball did. But I see the Lasso reference as well.
I see the Moneyball reference.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of a mix.
That was my thought on it when I first started. It's 8 episodes, by the way, and I've watched all 8, and I know I give series 3 episodes, and I typically walk away. And I'll just say it right now, I would have walked away after 3 on this if I wasn't dedicated to our listeners out there. I was praying that it would get better, but it didn't.
I got through 7.
Okay.
We got through 7.
You did.
Did you finish 8?
No, I didn't.
So we got through 7.
Okay.
I thought that episode 6 and 7 got better. I thought it started to get better and started to hum along, but it's kind of like a flat. You can tell Mindy Kaling, whatever. Like
We said Brenda Song's in this, didn't I?
right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin's
Culkin's
wife.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. I don't know. It just seemed phoned in. It seemed like I'm gonna write a show about basketball and phone it in.
And
like Kate Hudson's not bad. None of them are bad. Well, some of them are bad. Kate Hudson's not bad.
Yeah, it really seemed like it was like, okay, we've seen this formula work before, so let's just copy what we've seen work on several different shows and phone it in, and people will like it. And that's just what it seemed like,
Justin Theroux was probably my favorite part. And I like the kid. I like the Fabrizio Guido kid. He's pretty good.
I liked him.
Most of the athletes are not good. Like, that's the difference in Ted Lasso. Those actors are good.
I'll be honest. I thought Kate was the worst.
Oh,
I thought, here's my impression of watching this show and taking it from somebody who's been on the set. I think Kate came on the set, and I mean, there's some names here. Brenda Song, of course, Chet Hanks. This is his first, I think, on-camera thing, really, because he's a rapper. He lives here in Nashville, by the way.
Oh, does he?
And Drew Tarver, he's done some stuff. No slouch there. Max Greenfield, he was there. He had bit beats, but he was good. I mean, his acting was spot on.
Mm-hmm.
he's always good.
He is always
He's always good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I thought the weakest part of this was Kate. I'm sorry. I didn't buy her. Again, I thought, I agree with you, Justin Theroux. He was a bright spot when he shows up.
He kills it. He always
Yeah.
kills it. He's a weirdo and he kills it.
And you're right. Fabrizio Guido is he's great. He was good. I mean, the acting on that was good.
The other brother, the Scott MacArthur, he's pretty funny too. But he's kind of going for it. Like, it's a little broad.
I got the impression watching this that everybody kind of worked well together, and I thought the downside for me was Kate. She kind of detracted from the series.
I can see that. I mean, I think I said that last night when we were watching a couple episodes. I was just thinking it seemed very phoned in, and she wasn't believable in that role. And I really like her.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, and I don't know what that reason was, I didn't believe her in the role at all. It wasn't.
Yeah, I think she got better. I mean, more relaxed or more of a team player kind of aspect as the series went away. The first 3-4 episodes there, you could it's just like there was just too much. I mean, so from her. And I think, because in the series, Drew Tarver and Scott MacArthur, they're brothers, they're her little brothers or younger brothers in the series, they have real good chemistry together. They're best friends. And they came across as best friends when they were acting together. So, but Kate, I think gelled more with the cast, with the other cast members, and as the series progressed. But I think at first she was a real distraction for me on this series.
I think that this is a prime example of film acting is different than TV acting. And I think it took her a few episodes to settle into it.
I can see that. That makes sense.
I mean, Unless they're what they're doing is a sitcom, a single cam sitcom.
Yeah, well, I wondered about that. I got the feeling they came in with everything already written, ready to roll. And I mean, because Netflix dropped the whole 8 episodes at one time. So it's not like you got to wait week after week and there's a delivery schedule of one this week so we can get it on air for this week. And, typical television. I think they just came in and to save on cost and said, here's the script. We're going to shoot it like a movie, but it's going to be broken down into 8 episodes. And let's go.
Let's shoot for 4 months. Let's knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
If that, I
probably
got it.
3 months.
It'd be interesting to know that. But yeah, you can tell by my tone, I wasn't overly enthused by this.
No, you don't say.
This series. I just, again, my first impression was they're ripping off Moneyball here, or they're, turning that into. But I see the Lasso thing too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important that we all acknowledge what our favorite Kate Hudson movie is, just to get the taste out.
I think for me, my favorite Kate Hudson movie is going to be How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, opposite Mr. All right, Matthew McConaughey. That's mine with her.
Mine's got to be Almost Famous.
There we go.
Because that's her.
Yeah.
I think that's a role she plays so well. Not to put her in a box, but I think that's where she's most comfortable and it's just natural. And I just love that movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie too. But I enjoyed the movie for oh man, it's a name, it's a noun, it's escaping me.
Billy Crudup?
But Billy Crudup, I thought he was just brilliant in that. And the kid was too. I forget his name. Played Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron Crowe.
Cameron Crowe.
It's a Cameron Crowe beat, man.
Yeah,
That's
CC.
Yeah. I'm going to go with
Per
You,
se.
Me, and Dupree. Or what's that one where her and McConaughey, or is it Fool's Gold, where they're like,
yeah.
I like that one too, where they're like going on a treasure hunt.
That's a good one.
And that's like peak McConaughey. I'm not wearing a shirt the whole movie.
And maybe that's the reason that I was disappointed in this, is because up until this series, I thought she had done a good job in everything I've seen her in. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. I mean, you and Dupree, or Almost Famous, or Fool's Gold, or any of those. I just think that this, I was disappointed in her performance because it was just over the top.
She was real good in Glass Onion, though. Remember, we loved that one.
So yeah, well, all right, there's a strike. I like Glass Onion, but she didn't do it. She didn't turn my crank there.
Oh, I loved her in Glass Onion. Or Bride Wars. That's a boom.
Yeah, I thought the other issue I had with this was it was too fast paced. I know if you got a comedy, you want it quick, you want it fast. It helps sell the bits, the jokes. But I think this series lacked it. And I'm not saying the writing wasn't bad, it wasn't bad, because it really wasn't that bad. I think it moved too quick for something that didn't have enough punchlines in it, enough humor. I mean, and it was almost like watching it, there was no time for a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's, again, we just came off a movie that was underwritten, Elevation, and this one was overwritten.
Yeah.
So, but it's a series and it's a little different.
I guarantee it'll be back.
Oh, I'm sure Netflix loves that Kate Hudson.
It's got a pretty good. It's got a pretty good rating when you look at it.
It's number 1 on Netflix. I'm glad you brought that up, Ted. I couldn't believe it when I saw that and read that. I was just like, number 1 on Netflix is a series sitcom, and it's not that good.
It's just plainly stated. I agree with you.
Well, here's the thing too, and we got to remember, and our listeners say, it's the most watched.
Yeah.
It's not liked. We don't know what the people that watched it thought about it. Look at me. I give everything series-wise 3 episodes to see if it can dig itself out of a hole if it's in one. and this one got in a hole. But I didn't quit watching it, and I guess Netflix over there is counting the fact that I binged 4 episodes in one night and 4 episodes in the next night, and put my revolver back in my drawer. Like, God, that's over.
If I did I do a lot of the Andrew rule of the 3 episodes out, and I was definitely out.
So
We just pushed through, and we got home from dinner last night.
Yeah, I have to say before I forget too, what really bothered me going back to talking about the writing was, and I'm all for jokes and, I understand what they were trying to do, but the constant jokes about her age, it's like, it's 2025. Can we not bring a woman in a position of power? She's the owner of the team, down by calling her old. So, it was constant. And once I noticed it, and it was like, situations it would never happen where it was a player, saying, "Oh, she's way too. Oh, she's in that weird middle range." It was just a little bit constant, and I was like, "No, can we not do that?"
That's what us guys do. We walk around telling women, "My God, you're old."
Yeah, and that all day, every day. It's like, "Oh,
yeah,
you're no spring chicken."
You go to the grocery store. Oh, excuse me, can I get a head of lettuce? Holy crap, you're old.
Yeah, look at that.
That's
one.
what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. What you need? Maybe need do a little maintenance on your face. Maybe a little hair dye. I don't know.
But that is what it felt like. Once I noticed it, it was really consistent. That was, there weren't that many jokes, but that was one of them. And it was all the time. Let's act like, and I think I did the math during the one scene when they did a flashback where I think she was about 10. I think she's supposed to be late 30s in the show, I think. And so.
And she's like, what, 44, 47?
In
She's
real
45.
life, I think. And it was just this,
They did
old
it.
lady.
Yeah. She's supposed to be 39. We did the math last night. We're like, 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be 39.
Watching me watch this, I was fidgeting all over the couch, and if it was a cut to the screen of the show and then cut back to me, I would be laying down and then cut back to the television screen, cut back to me. I'm hanging over the back of the couch. That's how I took this movie in.
Wow, you really pushed through for the people.
I really
for the
did.
fans.
I took this one for you all. But you're right. Yeah, there were a lot of those old jokes. Kind of reminds me of that scene in Caddyshack where Dangerfield walks up to Judge Smells and his wife at the club dance, and he goes, "Hey, you must have been something before electricity."
Yeah, there was that's true.
All right, Paige, did Ted tell you to get a number on this?
He did.
He did. All right, Ted, you want to lead away? Paige, what do you want?
62.
Wow, you're generous.
You know my rule. You know my rule.
That's 12 over half. Paige, you want to go or?
I have to say 59.
Wow.
I feel bad, but
wow.
Wait till you hear his number.
'Cause I'm a 38 or a 3.8 on this.
Ouch.
I'm not. You know what, Netflix? I'm not watching in for season 2.
He does.
And you know what? I bet people don't.
We'll see. I have a rule. It's got a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb, which is out of 3,500 votes. That's pretty high.
I can see these actors working the phones. Hey, call up and
Have you seen my show?
yeah, give me a good rating on.
I, as a rule, do not give anything below a 50 because I know how hard it is to make stuff. Andrew does too, but he is like, nope, you better. I expect excellence.
Well, if something stinks, something stinks. That's just the bottom line to it.
Yeah, no, you're correct.
There's. I don't have the built-in participation trophy, Ted.
I know. I'm a participation trophy guy.
I'm sorry. That was no. It's like you lost the finals.
Yeah.
You didn't even make it to the playoffs. Sorry.
I definitely won't finish the last episode, and for me to get through 7 and not finish the last episode,
yeah.
Your text said everything.
I do want to back up real quick, and I started off the show by mentioning Toby Sanderman. He's an English actor, and he was really a bright spot in this. And if I'm a casting director or a producer or a director, and I'm watching this series, and I've got something that's in development right now, I'm seriously looking at this guy as how he can fit in, if that's what it would call for, whether it's a movie or sitcom, or actually not a sitcom. He would be.
No, he's pretty heavy.
He would be a very good dramatic actor.
I bet he is.
And yeah, I mean his you know he's done stuff. Again, he's English.
They're good at acting.
And but he's actually done more TV than he has movies. And I there you go. He gets my Rising Star Award, if there's such a thing.
Yeah.
And again, like Fabrizio Guido, he was good too, and Rising Star. But that's about it. I mean, nobody else. Woo! So, I'm sorry. I mean, the chemistry was great between Scott MacArthur and Drew Tarver, but I don't know if they can be apart. So,
yeah. I mean, I feel you.
And again, it's just 8 episodes. I mean, Ted Danson's of the world that would go in and shoot a sitcom, 22 episodes. You know, they sit here and look at these guys making these 8-episode things, going, "Jeez, how easy you got it."
Easy.
I mean, seriously, it's just 8.
8 episodes easy.
Oh, anyway. All right. Anybody want to throw any more
I don't think
dirt on this fire?
No. I think let's just put it out.
So, all right. Let's get back to a movie.
Okay, I'm down.
Because this was 4 hours total.
I'll find a movie. I promise
4
you.
hours.
A really good one.
Actually, we got a couple of really good ones coming out here.
Great.
And all right. On that, anything? Paige, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Yeah. Right.
First guest.
So first guest. That's right. I don't have her participation trophy.
I was expecting something.
We don't have swag bags yet. We're new. We're new to this guest thing.
You can
here.
you can wear my shirt. I have a shirt.
We're 110 episodes into this thing, and you're the first guest. So that tells you how far down the road we were thinking. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you for listening once again to Streaming Without a Paddle. Don't forget to go subscribe, like our YouTube channel, and also our podcast wherever you listen to it, whatever platform. I'm Andrew.
I'm Ted.
I'm Paige.